Hey, good morning everyone. Another episode of Gardening with George as he's eating my beauty berry bush. I'm gonna tackle this butterfly garden today that I showed you in the last video, one step at a time out here in my garden, in my newly constructed garden. So I want to show you the before and the afters so that you can really see the difference that it can make just by spending a couple hours out in your garden whenever you can. It's a beautiful morning here in Tampa, and it's going to be about 80 degrees. We're in mid-February, February 15th, so couldn't ask for better weather. Let's take a look. All right, George is done with the flower bed, or the butterfly garden, we should say. So let's show you. I don't think he had a whole lot to do with helping, but he did managed to take a little nap in there on one side while I was working on the other. Okay, here it is, the finished butterfly garden, all cleaned out. I need to get my kids to power wash that fence back there. It's all mucky from the mulch being up next to it. So everything that I took out of there, I just brought out here and spread onto the ground. Eventually I want to plant directly in the ground. Apparently we're on old orange groves, so the soil is really good here, but I cannot plant directly in the ground right now. I can plant trees, but nothing small because as you've seen, Bear just is a little wild, and that's why we love them. But I left the bee balm here. That should spread out pretty well. It did last year. It came in really good, and it really spread. I put some salvia, some Chinese lanterns. I put a bean bush back there in the corner. I don't know how it's gonna go, but I have a bunch of them started, so I just plopped one in there to see what happens. If nothing else, hopefully it'll just help amend the soil. The milkweed, that one was already tied up. I tied this one up. This one had a caterpillar on it already, so it still amazes me in the middle of February we have caterpillars here in Florida. I don't know what this plant is, but it was growing just absolutely wild, this one here. So I kind of just tied it up there, and I don't know what the name of it is, but when I went to the nursery there were a lot of butterflies on it, so I figured they must like it, so I brought it home, and I just planted some more Chinese lanterns and salvia and poppies. These are all poppies in here, so we'll see how they do. I started them all from seed, and I have a bunch more, so if they don't make it, I won't be devastated. And that's another bee balm right there, but I don't know, I might have to stake him up. I didn't have to stake any of them last year, but he might need a little bit of help, so we'll see. I watered it all in, and as you can see, there are already leaves inside of it, so I'm not planning on it staying nice and clean. And hopefully everything starts to grow and it gets enough sun over here, and if not, I'll pull it out and try something else. All right, thanks, bye.